Hey, I'm Michael Artsis. Thanks for joining us. I wanted to tell you about the Blackmagic Pocket Camera, which is a tremendous camera in a little package. It's really great. When it first came out, it had some drawbacks. They fixed a lot of those through firmware updates, but there are still some things you need to know about. First, let's get into the good. Just about everything. You can shoot in two modes, ProRes, and now, because of a firmware update, you can shoot in Cinema DNG RAW, which is just phenomenal. It allows you to do so much more with the image. It's like shooting a raw photograph. In fact, you're shooting a raw photograph for every frame, so you can manipulate the image so much better after the fact, and you've got so much more dynamic range because of that. If you add the Nikon Speed Booster adapter specifically for the pocket camera, you get more stops of dynamic range, and the image looks even better. And you can use Nikon lenses, especially the old manual lenses, on the camera, which look phenomenal. There are a lot of great other micro four thirds lenses that you can use natively with the camera, including the Vauquelander 0.95 25mm, and there's also a lot of SLR Magic lenses, including the Ultra Prime 12mm, 12.5mm lens, which is tremendous as well. Now, I really like the way this camera shoots and what it can do for you, especially in its tight package. Because the camera has such a small sensor, you can see it right there, you crop in several times the normal lens. But when you use a Speed Booster adapter with the Nikon lenses, that actually changes your ability. It makes it more like a 35mm sensor size. When you crop in with the sensor, you lose a little bit of that beautiful shallow depth of field we all love. Now, we used the camera on a national commercial shoot, and it worked phenomenally, and it was because of the RAW workflow we were able to do this. And we used DaVinci to do our RAW workflow, and we're able to really do some amazing things, especially with the dynamic range. We were on a mountain with a model who was also an athlete at the base of the mountain, and we couldn't light the entire mountain, and we could only put one light on her, and so it really gave us the ability to do a lot. It does have some great features like focus peaking and zebra and some other great stuff. I really like this camera. Really, the only drawbacks I have with it at this point are battery length, but the batteries are cheap enough to buy several of them. I don't love the fact that it doesn't have a touch screen, even though I slammed the cinema camera for its touch screen. On this one, the buttons are really hard to navigate. The screen is terrible, especially in sunlight, but if you record to a Ninja as well, you'll get another screen, and that'll be great. So definitely go to a monitor. I recommend the Ninja, but you can go to any monitor right out of the HDMI app. And the real thing that really kills me is the fact that you can't put audio in at all. I mean, you can through an 1/8" jack, but it just sounds terrible. The camera has terrible audio. You really can't control it, and you don't see audio meters. So you're gonna have to shoot dual audio if you need audio, and that's not really a great thing, especially for quick turnarounds. You'll have to sync up the audio. But all in all, for the price, it's a great camera, it's a great package, and I think you're gonna love it. You gotta check out the Blackmagic Pocket Camera. I'm Michael Artsis. Thanks for watching.
I'm Lindsay Van, and I'm fueled by Bed Gear. Sleep fuels everything.